right now it's time for this week's mental health moment. And we often talk about health in terms of doctor visits, gym routines, but a huge part of our well-being, including our mental well-being, happens where we spend most of our waking hours, and that would be at work. And joining us in the studio to discuss is Carol Mundigler, Sweetser's Human Resources Director. Carol, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So explain, why is it important for employers to help reduce that stigma around seeking mental health support, specifically in the workplace?
It's simple. An employee's mental health is their health. We're seeing that we need to normalize these conversations so they feel comfortable bringing these concerns and how they're feeling to the workplace before it reaches a crisis point. Especially with applicants and employees these days, we're really finding that they're wanting it to be part of the conversation, and we do destigmatize this so people feel like it's a comfortable and safe spot to bring to work.
So let's say I am an employee and I'm struggling. How do you even begin to have that conversation with your boss? Because you really don't want to seem like you're a liability, right?
Absolutely.
So how do you start that conversation?
So it's a hard conversation to have. And so being prepared and thinking about how is this affecting you? How is it affecting your work? And being able to bring that to your employer. So coming up with perhaps a list of suggestions, maybe it's a flexible schedule or other accommodations that could help, will be key to bringing that to your manager. Creating a safe space and time, a one-to-one, this is not a conversation you're going to want to have in passing. And so really bringing that to them and working together to come up with a solution for what's going to work for both you and the workplace.
And speaking of working together to find a solution, on the flip side, what should managers be doing to make that conversation easier or to make employees feel like they can come to them with that conversation?
Just as it is hard for employees to have these conversations, it's also really hard for managers to navigate this. And so as a manager, really coming from a judgment-free space and being empathetic and really listening and understanding what the employees are saying and what they need is going to be really important. As a manager, we lead by example and really set that tone. So role modeling different ways that you are prioritizing your mental health and how you are doing self-care. So taking a second to step outside for a walk or using a paid day off to rest and recharge can be really important. And then of course, as a supervisor, you should know what your organization offers so you can help your employees determine what best might meet their needs.
And that would probably, fold into what employers can do to help support their employees.
Absolutely. So I think what's really neat, especially about Sweetser and many locations, is there are employee assistance programs, commonly referred to as EAPs. Sweetser's is neat. It is an app that is accessible. It's right on your phone, and you can go on there and you can look for a clinic, look for a provider, ask questions, and really see what sort of resources are available to you. And I think too, at Sweetser, we're able to look at the employee from a whole person perspective. It is not just the person coming to work, there's that whole piece. And so doing things like employee engagement activities so they can reconnect to themselves, rest and recharge with others in the organization is important, as well as offering wellness activities and from an educational perspective too. If folks would be interested in learning more or seeing perhaps what openings Sweetser does have, they could go to sweetser.org/careers to find out.
All right, Carol, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming in.